Hey, my name is Matthew McNabb. I did my presentation on a facility in Jefferson City, Tennessee. So let's get started. The first thing I saw when I walked in, I went to the front desk first and asked the people up there if I could do this. And they called the director up, and I actually talked to him on the phone, and he said, yes, I could do this. So he actually showed me around the place, and I told him what I was doing. He actually showed me some things that he said they needed to work on. But the first thing I saw when I walked back in the facility was this AED, and so that's a really good thing they have this. If someone was to pass out or get knocked unconscious or something like that, or have a heart attack, they would need an AED possibly, and it would be hard to file a lawsuit against this facility saying they did not have an AED readily available, because they do have one. So that's really good. The next thing is water on the floor. I saw a puddle of water in this area right here. You can see that water right there. There's actually a pool nearby, so people can kind of expect to see water in that area, but outside of this room right here, I'm looking through a window right here when I took the picture. There's a door to my left, and outside that door, water can kind of get on the tile floor, and people could possibly slip on that, and the facility could be held liable for that if they were to get injured. They might want to take care of that, maybe put some mats down, make sure it's dry at all times. The next thing, this is in the basketball court area, and there's some missing ceiling tiles, as you can see. There's wire, exposed wire right there. This isn't really too serious. Something could fall on somebody, cause a personal injury, but that's pretty unlikely. It really just looks bad. Worst case scenario, somebody could cut those wires, but highly doubt that's going to happen. He said they were working on getting that fixed. Right here, I'm standing next to a Smith machine. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like a squat rack that is attached to cables and bars. So you're not actually stabilizing the weight with your body, but the bar is held up by the cables a little bit, and it's easier for people to use that and have a more stable bar. But anyway, the sign right here says you shouldn't put more than 300 pounds on the Smith machine. It could break or something like that, whatever. They just want to present the risk to the people using the Smith machine, which is a really good thing. They have that sign right there in front of the Smith machine on the mirror, so people can see that. So if somebody does put more than 300 pounds on the machine, they know they are at risk, and they could not hold the facility liable. It would be hard to. This right here is in the weight room. Just got some basic rules. Pretty much, you have to be 13 years of age or older. You have to wear closed-toed shoes. No food and drinks. Basic stuff like that. So they've got the rules right there. That's good. Right here, this is an interesting picture. There's a weight on the floor, which is kind of the main focus. But also, if you look right here, this is a mat that is actually about a 1-inch drop off. So if somebody was in there, somebody elderly maybe, they could trip on that and get hurt, and the facility would be held liable. So I actually thought that was kind of a bigger deal than just having the weight on the floor, because you can move the weight easily back on the rack right there. You would have a harder time taking care of this, but that's something they might want to look at fixing, is making that more level instead of having that inch drop off. Some more objects on the floor. It looks kind of cluttered right there. Somebody could trip on that step up thing. Right here, this is an interesting picture. They've actually used duct tape to fix this. Well, not fix it, but kind of block off these bottom weights so people can't put more than 150 pounds on it. So they might actually want to look into, maybe replacing this machine, because somebody could, break through that duct tape or something, whatever, who knows. Just kind of looks bad. Also, right here, code of conduct sign. This is a positive. When I walked in, they had this up there. Just basic code of conduct, what people should behave like, and not break these rules. And this is adopted by the city council, so it's legit rules, not made up silly rules. This is a good thing. I noticed. I see a lot of stairs that don't have good grip on them, and people could fall. But this staircase here that goes up to a walkway, it's got great grip on it right here. It's got a good handrail, so nobody's really going to fall on that. And if they do, they probably couldn't hold the facility liable. You know, it's a really good staircase. I liked it, so took a picture of it. Right here in the weight room, they've got some signs. Right here, dropping or slamming of weights prohibited. That might, prevent some injuries. I don't know. They might want to put up a more legit sign rather than just kind of a piece of paper printed off. It's good, though, that they have that, I think. And right here, some misplaced weights. Not really too big of a deal. They might want to clean that up, make it look better, more professional. It's not really in anybody's way. But overall, I thought this facility did a pretty good job. Just some minor things they might want to look at so they wouldn't be held liable, if somebody tripped over something. But overall, I think they did a good job. And thanks for watching. And I hope whoever's watching this has a blessed night.